All right. Hi, guys.
Hi guys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How's everybody doing?
Hope all is well. Let me fix my camera angle. Sorry, guys.
Trying to get it all in here. We gotta have 6 in the middle, you know.
6 cannot be left alone. He always wants to be in all of our lives. So this time we're gonna just put him in the middle of us, and hopefully he will sit still
And stay.
the entire time. So happy Tuesday. We've
Today
now
is Tuesday.
watched the 4th episode. Are we on the 4th?
Yes.
We're on the 4th episode of Love and Marriage. And if you guys are new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going live every single week to discuss love and marriage.
Until the end of the season.
And of course, we are having so much fun recapping Love and Marriage. So if you guys are interested in us recapping some other shows, definitely leave us a comment and let us know so we can kind of get our reality TV numbers up. And we'll watch them with you guys and give you guys commentary.
And definitely come on and discuss and share our opinions, because we definitely have opinions through the whole time of watching Love and Marriage. And cannot wait to talk to you guys about them.
Yes. So let's jump right in.
Get into it.
Yes.
Man.
Where do you want to go first?
Listen, okay, well, we gotta go first. That Martell Holt. We gotta go there first.
Yes.
Part 1 of the Martell Holt. Because actually this particular week, he got 2 major situations as far as conversation. But we're gonna start with the actual conversation that he had with Maurice. Now, let me just set the narrative up for me of how whenever I know that it's going to be an encounter with Maurice.
Yeah.
Because that joker there.
Yeah, and we can face each other because this is a conversation that you guys are a fly on the wall. We want to show you guys on live how we actually discuss the episodes after we watch them
every week when we watch the
so
show.
You guys are just there to be entertained and to grab a cocktail and enjoy our conversation about life. So I'm like, let me face you so we can like have a combo.
So, Maurice.
Yeah.
The thing about Maurice, I like Maurice. Like, I've never disliked him.
Yeah.
He's never done anything totally out of character where I'm just like, oh, dude, I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Martell has definitely done the most.
Of course.
Since day one.
Mm-hmm.
But with Maurice, whenever I know that he's getting ready to have one of those conversations where it's a sit down and it's not a social gathering,
Mm-hmm.
I have to brace myself.
Because you already know it's about to be something.
With him, he's just such the attorney.
He is. He does annoy the people with that
Including Kimmy and his son.
sons. Yeah.
So I already know that whenever it's going to be a sit down with him, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
But what I like about Maurice, he's mild-mannered, he's
Very.
chilled. He going to beat you out with that intellect.
Yeah.
He going to wear you out with that intellect.
Yeah.
So unless you're a person that can really hold a conversation with him, bow down.
Yeah.
So I do like that part, and Martell be needing somebody to slap him down with them words.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I do like Maurice too, is because he seems to hold Martell a little bit at least accountable. I mean, the boys stick together and we all know this, but I do feel like even though it is annoying that he comes at like the law angle a lot, it at least holds Martell. I don't even know if you can hold Martell accountable at this point. Like,
Martell is like a peasant.
It's so ridiculous.
You can't. No one can really hold him. But let me say this: you know who checks him and checks him well, and I live. Carlos King checks that ass.
Because Carlos can. He's a neutral bystander.
But Martell
he's not on the cast.
Nah, Martell.
But that's his boss. It's like Andy holding the housewives accountable.
I get it.
He has to.
But you know, he makes a reason and excuse for everything to everyone.
Yeah.
He don't make excuses for Carlos.
Because he can't.
So I love reunion. I live for the reunions.
Yeah.
Because I know, Martell, you've been with your mess all season.
And now Carlos is about to clock you.
Check you, bro.
Yeah.
And Carlos like, and I love you. Like, we gonna work out tomorrow, eat fat cake and everything. But today,
I think too, Carlos knows what it takes to have a good show. But I think the biggest part is Carlos knows what the viewers see. He knows what the actual people on his cast members are actually going through in real life.
And he knows what they're capable of giving too.
Well, he also has one-on-ones with them when no one else is watching. So he knows, like,
come on,
now stop playing. Because I know what the real truth is at the bottom.
And you're playing with my audience.
Line. Yeah.
But I do like that and I enjoy that. But back to this conversation. So, of course, Maurice is like telling Kimmy, I gotta go check Lil Bra because he's out of control once again. So often. I love the fact that Kimmy already chimed in and said, listen, you know, we all think Martell is a good dude. And I think that's the consensus, the cast period. However, this dude lives so far on the edge and jumps and leaps so far off the edge that it's an issue with every cast member at some point in time. Because he's just that, I don't even know how to put his personality into a character, really. He's always all over the place. He's always, I am so right, you are so wrong. He's always where it's all about me and my looks and my body into everything. So it's just over the top with him.
I want to know too, from the standard, I need a poll of just the women that are residents of Huntsville. Like, is Martell a 10 out there? Because I don't see it.
Girl,
I do not. And I'm not saying he's a bad looking guy.
He's not, but he's not. Where I'm from, and Martell, you be clocking in Atlanta, you know you are not the cream of the crop. They all ain't checking for you. You have a type, and you can pull up in some spots, and yeah, I get it. You Martell Hope. But if you was not Martell Hope on that TV,
well, even before
half of them wouldn't be checking either.
Yeah, but even before the cameras went up, Martell has been that guy as far as like getting girls and being attractive and people.
Well, he got a body.
All over
he works
him.
out. He's a nice brown caramel looking dude. He carries himself very well. He's confident. He's cocky. All that. I'm just saying, you know, leave Huntsville and let's see what's really going on.
I think that, you know, I know what he looks like on his exterior, and again, not my type, but he's not a bad looking guy.
No, he's not.
But I think it's more so of like the charismatic and the very charming thing that he can turn on and off. I think that is,
and he has swag.
Yeah. So I think that is what the girls are attracted to. I think that I'm more so like trying to see if you are this, you know, top-notch, you know, high-valued man, like a lot of the girls like to use now as a term, I don't see where you are attracting high-value women. Male, absolutely. We all know this. They built their lives together. And that was a beautiful thing.
College.
But I'm not sure if the women that you are bragging about that are gogging over you are even those girls when it comes to what you should be attracting. And if you're already...
should want and desire, because you are of that stature. You are of that level. But you know, I'm gonna say that to the end. That's gonna be my point of the day. Okay. I'm gonna deal with that right there in the end. Okay. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I don't get it.
What could be the capacity of type of woman is not to me. I don't know Ariane. No dig to you, sweetie. I don't know you, but I can only go by what the streets say because that's the only thing we know about you.
Not the street.
We only know about the streets of Atlanta because that's where all this mess started. And we only know from what's been presented, of course, on Huntsville's show, Love and Marriage. So that's the only narrative I have, so that's the only narrative I gotta go with. And sounds to me like you're a good girl. I've seen pictures of you, cute girl. I'm not taking any of that away from you. But I am going to agree with the level of substance. Because at the end of the day, not comparing you to male, but I gotta use that as a measurement because I feel like I know Mel from being on the show. We watched their marriage, and they were leveled up.
And they leveled up together. They
That's
weren't in the beginning, and they did it together.
Couple,
so now that, you know,
that grace has kind of fallen down a little bit, and I get it. And maybe Martell is at a level in his life where that level is not pressing for him anymore. Like,
maybe.
I don't know. It could be that. You know,
maybe.
because it's hard keeping up with the Joneses and being that level. And without male, that chemistry is not the same.
It's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore, exactly. And I think we saw that immediately after the exit of their marriage. We saw that immediately. I mean, we can't sit here and fake the funk and act like we didn't, because it was definitely some scale down. And maybe he's good with that level. Maybe it's less pressure. You know, I don't know what his psyche is as far as inspiring to get back to that level, or are we good with the things that we are accomplishing in life now? So that's why I'm not going to knock this young lady, Ariel, but I'm going to say that the bar is not where it was as far as lifestyle with him.
He knows that.
As far as, his whole persona.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's fully aware of that. I do think that he is still in the healing process. I feel like he brings up that a lot, and he is aware of that. I'm sure that the people that are in his corner that are helping him professionally have brought that to his attention. So I think he's aware of that, and I think that he is regretful of some of the decisions that he's made.
Oh, I'm sure. No, he's made that very plain and clear. And as a matter of fact, because I tear him down so much, I want to build him back up from the tear down I just did and say, what I am proud that he does, finally, he lives in his truth a little bit more. Yeah. I think we're seeing a little bit more of his truth. It's just that
he's doing work. You can tell.
You can tell that
someone's working with him because they're putting that mirror in front of him and
saying,
making him deal with his reality.
Yeah, what do you see?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, kudos for him doing that. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fact of him showing us a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Because we only get the other Martell, which I'm going to get into this conversation that he had.
Yeah, can we go Maurice? Yeah, can we go back to the conversation?
So this is a man talking to another man. Y'all have history together. You guys have done friendships together. You've obviously done tons of business together, made a lot of money together. So these are two respectable people talking to each other. Mutual respect, mano to mano. What I cannot get with it. Maurice comes to Martell and says, listen, dude, let's sit down and have a real conversation about your anger issues and the level that you go with when you're angry.
Why?
Like, why? We love you. You are a great dude. We're great friends.
Yeah, when you're regular.
But why do you feel it necessary
to just
create a whole narrative of bash, hate, nail you to the ground? It's very harsh on one level, but then it's very petty on the other level.
It's very petty on all levels.
I hit you, you hit me.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
And you can tell that he was taught that. And I'm not sure where he was taught that.
Oh, I am.
It might have been from childhood. It could be from past relationships. It could be from his parents' relationships or other people that he was raised around.
Definitely taught behavior.
Yeah, it's definitely something that is passed down to him. And I think it is even, obviously a mixture of even past traumas that he's dealt with, to where maybe he was in a situation and he did not feel like he got revenge, and maybe it backfired, and so he took that as, I'm never gonna let someone get away with treating me that way anymore. I always have to go after them after they do something to me.
Right away. To the juggler though. I'm not gonna ever, my thing with him is it's never a tap, it's always a punch.
Because he needs to feel like, I know that you're not going to come for me anymore. I need to shut this down. And that comes from something. And hopefully the people or the person that he is working with will point that out and help them.
Because it's very much drama.
You have to disarm your triggers. And that is something that he has to find out where that is located in his past. And then he needs to go and extract it. Because it's just not something, that I personally don't know these people. We don't know Martell in real life, but I'm sure as a father, he does not want to pass that down to his children.
I agree.
And so I hope that he can manage that and really figure out where did that come from in his life, so he can disarm it before his children start to absorb some of that.
Well, them children are teenagers.
They're not. He has newborns and he has time.
Well, Sugar Mama, the one they call Sugar Mama, she's still growing up. But the mother too, it's like, I hope that, well, you know what, let me say this. They're young, but the other two are still, they're not 10 and 11.
He can still get them.
Well, besides that point, I think that Mel has them in therapy.
They need to.
So I'm kudos for her for that. That's why I said, they're going to be okay. Because Mel has them, those kids are in therapy.
They need to be. They should.
She did good moves of, we're getting a divorce, because when you get a divorce, it's not between just the parents.
It's the family.
It's the family. The family is split up. And so she has those kids in therapy. So I just want to touch a little bit, though, on that narrative with him. I wish that he was able to receive information, process where it's coming from before he processes what it really is. A lot of times, the information itself is what it's going to be, but the deliverance of it or the person that's delivering it can change the narrative of the information. I think it was a good look for Maurice to be the one
to
communicate with him, because actually we're talking about the fellas period involved. This is a situation where there's Martell, and Maurice, and now even Chris Fletcher, and you want to attack all four. Everybody's stuff got to now be attacked and uncovered and, exaggerated, if you will, because we don't know the truth, guys. This stuff that he's talking about that happened in Atlanta, I'm still on the fence about that. I'm not sure I believe it. But what I do know about Martell Hope, when you come from him, baby, if he don't have a story,
he'll figure it out.
He will get the coloring book out and draw a whole cartoon character and make a narrative, baby.
That is a true flaw.
I don't like that. I'm one who stands in my truth, where I try my best to, and even if I'm not aware of it, if someone brings it to me, I'm willing to deal with that, because I think that a lot of times we see ourselves, yes we do, for the most part we know what we say and do, but there are those occasions where we say things or do things and you don't realize the magnitude of it. And so having your team or having your safe space of people around you, somebody needs to be able to check you. And if you're in a circle where no one can check you.
What is the famous Ayanla quote where she says, a man that is not accountable to some other men in his life is a danger to society or something? It's totally butched. I did not get that.
I don't get it right either, but it is something along those lines.
The gist of what she's saying is exactly what my mom is referring to. And it's like, unless if you have someone who is going to hold you accountable, someone that you respect, someone that you actually listen to, and they take care of your emotions and your feelings, you have a safe space with that person. And Ayanla's quote was specifically about men, but of course this can go for women as well.
Right.
Unless if a man has that safe relationship with another man in their lives, who are they ultimately accountable to? I mean, granted, obviously God. But even with that, I think that a lot of, religious people even feel as though God is a forgiving God, and he is, but I feel like they use it as like a scapegoat of being able to say, I confess my sins to the Lord, he cleansed me, and I forgave it, and that's it. And it's like, but you do it again because you know that God is going to forgive you again. You need another human-like, entity on this planet that can tell you, hey, this was right and this was wrong, and I understand your perspective, but let me hold your hand while I take you down the journey of how you can make a better decision next time that this happens.
Or at least allow me to take you down the journey of awareness.
Awareness
Were you
is
even
everything.
aware? You know, I find a lot of times, I know for myself, that, you know, you may say something to me or someone, you know, my sister or someone that I'm endeared to, that I know these people are not going to speak any kind of venom on my life.
Yeah.
And garbage to my ears.
Right.
If you come to me and say, Mommy, you know what? Now that I ain't, you know, that's probably a little wrong. Mm-hmm. Or I ain't like the way you said that. Or do you see how you said that or how you done that? Mm-hmm. I gotta check into that. Mm-hmm. Because again, these are safe places where I trust
the judgment
of it and the correction of it. Yeah. I'm not gonna be so quick to say, wow, hold on, you don't know what you're talking about, da da da. Yeah. If I have a defense, I know it's a safe place to have a defense. Yeah. Or to have a conversation to say, I disagree. Right. But to not have anyone in your life that can check you like that, yeah, you're a dangerous man. You are. Because that means you're not accountable to anyone. All of us should be accountable to someone.
And I think
here on earth.
Yeah, and I think in defense of just, again, not just men, but specifically for this conversation, I think that it is healthy to have someone to where, as a man, you can go to that person with all of your frustrations, all of your anger, all of your revenge, all of the things that Martell does, and
dump it.
Speak them, and be able to release them, and so he doesn't have to carry it, and he can also bounce it off of a sounding board to say, man, I hear you, and I would feel that way too, and I understand why you feel that way, but that is not the right decision.
And here's another perspective, even before you go out and do it, or maybe did you think about this as being the consequence before you say or do it?
And you know? Never think of the consequence.
And you never do. And I know even for myself, a lot of times, if I feel a certain way today, maybe by tomorrow my perspective may change. It's like, allow yourself to have somebody else that you can bounce things off of and say, listen, you know what? I never thought of it that way, or I did think of that and I didn't want to do it that way, but now that you're saying it, maybe I can see it. Yeah. And I think that Maurice came to him that way. Yeah. And of course, in Martell's fashion, yeah. You're all wrong. He was wrong. They're wrong. I'm sick of them talking about me. And it's like, when you hear him talk,
it is just,
I just want him to use the old school rule one time for me. The one finger counting at you is the three counting back at me. Dude, you're so quick to go off and defend that you don't even get to digest what's being said.
And the thing is let's go back to the beginning of us having this conversation. He's so angry. And I really want him to find out, where did the anger start? At what age did you feel like, you know what, this really made me upset?
And I'm going to say this, and I don't even know these people, but I'm going to stand on it just from my own profession. He's heard about Mel, but this ain't got nothing to do with Mel.
That has nothing to do with
this. Don't have anything to do with that marriage.
This was something prior to Mel happening.
Absolutely.
This was something that happened
in his childhood, I promise you.
And if anything, I'm not even going to, say that, because again, we keep saying this over and over. We don't know these people. We're not delusional people up on YouTube Live talking about our friends or our family. We understand these people are strangers. But given the context that we do have over the past 10 seasons or however many seasons, that's what we're basing our opinions on. Right. I feel as though maybe Mel came in thinking that she was going to be able to pick up where his mother left off, and it ended up backfiring. And now he is like snowballing Mel with his past traumas into one little ball, and
it creates a lifestyle for him, though. It has created a very combative, angry, attack type lifestyle.
But the thing is, too, I feel like there is, and again, like we always say, it's the opposite. I think he likes it, which means that he dislikes it, but he thinks that he likes it. He's convinced himself that he likes it. And so he operates into villain role, anti-hero, this whole narrative. And in actuality, at the end of the day, when no one else is looking around, of course he doesn't like it. But I feel like he has now put his role, he's put this place in his life as this is my role. And now he's just playing it. And it's gotten out of control.
It's very much out of control. At the end of the day, though, when you're hurt,
yeah, I know,
you begin to maybe not like the person you see in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So then you get a mask,
mm-hmm.
and you put it on,
mm-hmm.
and now I'm a superhero, and I have reinvented myself. And the person that's under the mask, you guys have hurt, stomped on, whatever. This new superhero mask right here, you can't touch this. And so I think that's the phase of his life that he's in, unfortunately. Because what happens with mask, couple of things. One, we realize that it's a mask and we want some healing and some help, and we deal with it accordingly. So we're able to lift the mask off and actually dig in here and heal that person. Or we end up remasking.
And now there's a mask on top of a mask.
We just, layers of a mask.
I think too, a mask can, stay on for so long to where you think that it is your face and you don't even know who you are.
That it's a mask anymore. And he's definitely there. I would love to see him at least hear people out.
Well, that's
and
a good
process the information.
But that's a good point. And let me just say this too. Carlos, can we get more of the scenes where Martell was working with his male counselor? That was really great.
It was. And we had so much hope and we were cheering on for that process.
I felt like him specifically, that guy that I'm referring to, and if y'all watch the show and keep up with the season,
I can't think of his name
exactly
either,
who I'm talking about.
Coach that they use.
Older black guy, and
he's married.
Yeah, you can tell he gives him that teacher type of figure in his life of like, this is what the lecture is, and I need you to listen, and now give me your feedback, which is, your homework, basically, or whatever.
Now, he definitely...
I feel like he holds him accountable. He allows Martell to vent.
Yes, he does.
He allows Martell to also speak and say, well, I don't agree with that. This is what I think. He allows him the space to be himself. And Martell is the type of person that you have to let him be him, or otherwise he's going to shut down.
Well, you can forget.
And so I don't think, I'm not sure if that is something that they just scrapped, or if Martell no longer wanted to show that, or the teacher, might not have wanted to show. But those counseling sessions, I feel like too.
They were most helpful.
Well, I think it also is too in breaking down some of that villain character, because without showing any vulnerability to Martell, everyone just hates him.
Right.
But I think that there's other facets and other angles in his life that he's experiencing on a day-to-day in between shooting. He's just not shooting it, or we're just not seeing it.
We're not seeing it.
We're not seeing it.
Right. And I agree. I don't feel like he's Black Angry Man every day.
No, he's not, for sure.
But, we're doing a show here.
We're doing a show. We need it to be entertaining, but I felt like that was entertainment.
Oh, we needed that.
We need
that. Because, listen, at the end of the day, these shows come on weekly. We know that it's them, but there's also the character too.
And it's
snippets. So we know that that's not the whole story.
Whole story.
Got that part.
No, yeah.
But I also would like to see healthy Black men.
I think we need more of it. And when a show and a character like Martell already leans into counseling, you gotta keep going.
See that process
because it is not on our reality shows, unfortunately, as much as it should be. And us Black people, we watch all the white reality shows,
right? And
we watch them.
They have therapy sessions.
But I think that too, it's also about the editing. Is that being edited out? And maybe he did shoot it. I don't know. And I'm not saying that we know what it is. But what I am saying is that side of people, especially when they're the villain, I would really, really like to see like, you thought doing that was a good idea. Why?
And the process of it is helpful.
It's so helpful. And it brings awareness to the viewers as to, dang, if Martell's a Black man and he can get therapy, I can get therapy too.
Right. Or how about this? I tried therapy and I felt like it didn't work. But seeing this man still have the struggles, still have the fights.
It lets me know.
Still have all the stuff that he has, but he is actually doing therapy.
Less
kudos.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
And that's a sale.
Yeah, it is. And
because you see someone that looks like me, who I'm a work in progress.
Yeah.
But am I working on it?
Yeah, I am.
But am I there yet? No. And that's just the reality. You know, at the end of the day, we enjoy seeing, of course, the glitz and the glamours of their lives.
Sure.
But we also enjoy seeing these are the real issues that's going down at the Scott's house.
And it's reality
TV. It's reality TV. And Carlos gets it and does it
well.
The best.
He does it well.
He does it so well.
Yeah.
So I love, like, some of all his shows, really, you know, we watch.
Yeah.
But it's because he does this so well.
Yeah, and the characters are able to still be in that role, but they're also still be able to live in their true reality.
And be who they are.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that when he does a reality show, you do get to see, I'm in the kitchen cooking, you know, Maurice, let me come talk to you.
Right.
If it's Kimmy and Maurice,
Yeah.
if it's Tisha and Marceau with their kids, that's reality, and we're gonna see it.
Yeah.
So that part of Martell, I do want to see more of.
I'm sorry to cut you out. I feel like Martell's in like a friend of the show now, bro.
He is. We just said that. Remember, it's like,
isn't that weird?
Where you at? Or is that by choice?
Is that by choice?
Because maybe he's doing some work and it's by choice.
And
like, listen,
Martell got a lot of kids. He got a lot going on.
He do. He got a full life. And so let me say this: if the reason is because he's working on himself in therapy, and there are triggers. Because there's different levels.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm a life coach. I'm a certified life coach. So I do this for a living. Sometimes you have to take people out of as much of their norm every day, if that makes sense.
You do.
There's like a season to try to make them back up a little bit out of the norm, so that you can take the norm and break it down piece by piece.
And show them where to work it in at.
And then you build the norm back up to become the norm again.
Yeah.
So that could be it. And if that's it, kudos to you, Martell. Do what you need to do, bro, so that you can heal. Because we want you to win.
And I love that you just said that.
Yeah, I had to take it to a coaching perspective.
That would be beautiful if that is what the reality is.
If that's what's going on, I fully support.
Yeah.
But if not, like Martell, show up, show out. We want to see you.
We want to see it, Martell. We are trying to,
support
stick with you,
and really
but it is getting
understand.
It's getting difficult. It has been difficult, and it's still difficult.
And I thought Melanie's exit was going to make it a little more easier for him to show up on set, to be able to film, because I know that had to be, I couldn't even imagine me showing up to set with my ex and having to still be very normal and natural.
And it's very toxic.
And it's very toxic still with us.
That was an unhealthy work environment.
Period. So I really was looking forward to seeing what
the dynamics
was going to be this season.
Yeah, just
because now she's not there, and so he can come to set and not have to
worry about
deal with the argument we just left home having, and now I got to come to set and look at you
on the way to set. We're
arguing. Yeah, or we just exchanged the children.
Yeah.
And that wasn't pleasant or whatever. Or how about this? Hey, life be life in real life. When you're going through a breakup in a relationship, some days you can put on that smile and some days you can't. And they had a long, 13-year marriage and 4 children.
It's a long marriage.
Folks is healing today.
Yeah.
So I totally get, where it's very unhinged, even for both of them off the show. Yeah. That's just a situation where I don't know the time, expiration. And
there is no time on healing the proper way.
When I have clients come to me and say, so, how long do you think it's going to be before I stop feeling this way? Or how long is this process going to be? I tell clients, there's no rhyme or reason to this. There's no way of telling me everything today. It just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it takes time to heal.
It takes time. So I'm sure that him and Mel are still
Going
healing. The children, you're still healing. That family is still very much so healing.
Yeah.
So if that's what he's doing, kudos to you, bro. Take your time. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But if that ain't what you're doing, come on in.
Yeah. Now, Maurice had the conversation with Martell. Let's move on to Maurice's conversation with Marcel and Kimmy. Yeah.
And that was a great conversation, by the way.
It was. It was a good. I felt like it was a pretty good episode.
The episode was great, actually.
It was pretty good.
But I love, again, Maurice shows up the way he does. It's never angry black man. Like, you really got to push that man to see that frown come out of his face.
Yeah.
So even the way he showed up to that particular meeting and translated the information, it wasn't messy at all.
It wasn't in a triggering way for Marcel to receive either. Yeah.
And Marcel is growing too a little bit.
No, he's grown a lot.
I've seen another man this season.
No, I think it's just the funniest thing, speaking of that, is when Marcel joins the Carlos Lives on Mondays and like all the fans are like, we love Marcel. It is so funny how, because Carlos talks about this too, 1 minute, you know, everyone in the world hates you, and the next minute they love you. And right now, Marcel is in a season where everybody loves him. I love it.
I'm seeing the maturity, though. I
think
really
so.
have, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And it's another example, and I gotta keep saying this, guys, because unfortunately we don't have it, and so I gotta pray mission kudos to when I see it.
When you see it, yeah.
That was growth and work, and we watched it. And he's sharing
in real time.
In real time. And I'm loving seeing that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm loving seeing, I've always loved his interaction with his children. But I love on this particular conversation how Maurice was delivering. Listen, I just talked to Martell. He's still on this ish, man. You know, I'm trying to explain to this brother that the way he comes at us is not going to solve anything. Attacking now your marriage because his marriage is gone, which I think that's a lot of it.
It is a lot of it.
So it's kind of the pity-patty thing that I'm talking about. I don't have a marriage and you do.
Yeah.
And my marriage blew up on TV and yours didn't.
Yeah. So.
And y'all was there when I was there. Well, maybe we didn't do the same behavior. I don't know. We weren't there. So I definitely can't speak on what they did not do, who was there, who was not. I don't know that narrative yet.
Yeah.
And I don't have a solid opinion yet.
Well, I mean,
I'm still stuck on that just a little bit.
Here's the deal. I don't have a solid opinion either. But at the end of the day, let's just say all y'all cheated in the same hotel room, in the same bed, with the same girls. You ended up with a child. We didn't. And so for that, Martell, you got to eat that one, bro. Because it's just like sticking your hand in a cookie jar. You do it every day. And let's just say 4 y'all do it every day. You the last one with your hand in, and that's how your mama. So you want the rest of everybody to burn. That's not manhood. Sorry, that's not adulthood. I don't respect that. So what do you want? I'm from the state, Carlos, Detroit. We do not tell on one another. It's just crazy. You gotta take your charge. It's crazy. If you get charged, you gotta take your charge. Don't pull me down with you. I don't like that. But I love the fact that Maurice was like, yeah. So what color was the carpet? Exactly. And I'm gonna go and expose myself. I got some situation going on with mine. What you see? Yeah. What it look like? What does it look like? I have an answer for you. No answers. So I love the fact that he was able to go to Marcel and like, listen, I drilled this dude like this. He ain't got no information, no facts, but he wants to stand on where we all did it together. And now let me just even go back to, this is why you can't be petty. Because once you start the pettiness, now Maurice and Marcel is like, oh, okay, well, if we all did it together, what color is the carpet? Let's just say Martell said the carpet was blue. Okay, and the carpet was blue. Now, you know, we would call Martell petty again, because it's like, why do you know the carpet? Yeah. Why do you know what color the carpet is? And say it. Why would you even just say it, though? It's like, that is why you can't even tap the glacier, because you end up just shattering the entire mountain. And it is just, it's not worth it. It's ridiculous.
It's like really at the end of the day, I really hope they squash this subject matter because this week was good. I enjoyed it, but I got closure this week.
Cause I'm over
it. I don't want Kimmy and Maurice to discuss it. I don't want Maurice and Martell to discuss it, and I don't want Marcel and Tish to discuss it.
I'm over it.
Cause I don't know what it is, but everything is quote unquote attack on Marcel and Tish's marriage. I'm tired of that narrative. We talk about what they building or another conversation they having. I don't know, but I'm kind of tired of that narrative, and I really don't want to deal with whoever this girl is. Not you exist, you don't exist.
Whatever.
I don't have an opinion on whether it happened, didn't happen, or whatever. I don't care. The main thing that I cared about was how these conversations were handled.
Yeah.
That's all I really cared about. And for me, I got closure this last episode. I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's talk just a little bit about Nell and Tish.
So it seems like they're not going to be getting along anytime soon.
Period. They're going to coexist.
I mean, the episode started off with Tish coming back into the coffee shop like, okay, I stormed off, but I realized quickly that wasn't right, so I came back. And it was just, I'm glad she came back, but it wasn't necessarily a productive conversation.
Well, it was like, I came back, so let's just get it out. What you got to say? What, come on.
I do not do well with combative people like that.
I'm not going to talk to you.
The passive aggressiveness, like.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Woo, I can't do it.
This is not a good time right now.
This is not a good time.
Because at the end of the day, I've delivered myself from Eva. And so I really try to hold myself in a standard of not allowing someone to take me out of my zone.
Yeah.
So even when you came back, you wanted me to appreciate you coming back. I can't appreciate that when you come in like that. I would rather you have stormed off and kept it moving
over there.
Maybe next week you call me and like, listen,
that wasn't cool.
To think about it, the whole coffee shop incident. I'm willing to meet you there again or somewhere else or whatever, and let's try to retake this whole conversation. Yeah. The way she came back in there, I'm like, girl, I really don't want to talk to you right now. But I will say this. I think that at the end of the day, that conversation left me with, we're not friends. I don't know if we're ever going to be friends. But girl, if I pull up on you, hey, how you doing? And that's all I got for you. I ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't really see either person giving in. And in this type of situation, somebody's got to give in and be the bigger person. And I don't really see it happening for either one of them.
And let me just say this too. I like Nell. I love Nell.
Yeah.
I love her and Chris as a family, as a couple. I just want sometimes for her rebuttals, if you will, or narrative on things to be a little stronger.
No.
Yeah, I want her to dig a little deeper for me. Cause she is that girl. You're seasoned, girl. We're, I don't know if I'm older, we're the same age or whatever, but life has lifed with you.
Yeah.
And you are a plethora of wisdom. And I want her to talk about it a little bit more instead of trying to just keep being about it. You've gotten it out there, you're a life coach. You've gotten it out there that apparently off TV, you mentor and talk to these couples and have talked to these women.
Well, you got to be careful with the mentor word because the girls hate it.
I want her to relax off of the words.
She got to let the word go with these girls because they just do not like it.
And I understand. Again, this is what I do for a living too, but I handle clients differently. Some of my clients, I'm big sister. Some of my clients, I'm more authoritative. Like you can't, I wouldn't be on somewhere or in a public venue saying, oh, this is my client. I'm her mentor, I'm her life coach. I have been to events where clients of mine are there. I don't come off like that. That's not the place for it, and people don't want you. It's a badgering when you do that.
Or when it's just not true.
And these girls are saying, girl, you ain't never, Mel was like, who said that? Not Tiff saying, who said that?
And it's now echoing. It's like, okay,
who said
last year this was a thing, and now this year with another person, it's still the same thing.
These couples are saying, when? We came over to your house to play spades, and ate pizza and talk some crap about my marriage, and then we were gone.
But I came to you as a friend. And you just so happen to be older and you have a little bit more wisdom when it comes to marriage. Which is why
I come to you and Chris.
Yeah, but I've not paid you, and I'm not saying that you have to pay a mentor. But what I am saying is, like I'm also not coming to you on a consistent basis every week at the same time.
Well, I'm not coming to you either like a client. I need to lay on your couch.
You don't have a folder with me and all of my information in it. Mm-hmm. It's not like...
That's not... Mm-hmm. I don't like that. And I'm speaking on it because I am a life coach, and I
wonder where did she get that from?
Mentor my friends without saying I'm mentoring my friends. My friends may call me up, and I'm looking at it saying, girl, this is a whole session. Mm-hmm. But I'm not treating them like, girl, this is a whole session. Yeah, we're girlfriends, just kicking in the bubble, having conversation.
In the words of Phaedra Parks, you've not retained me.
Oh. Where is the paperwork? Where the contract at?
Where does the money reside? I don't see it. And that's why I'm just like,
stop.
I've mentored girls for complete free. I'm not saying that I'm a professional mentor, so I understand it does not have to be with exchange of money. But these are corporate women who are business, went marriage, they are older. They're not coming to just a grown another woman saying, let me waste 2 of your time. I need 2 hours every Tuesday and I'm not going to pay you. No, if they wanted your services.
They're sitting on the porch sipping wine, eating cheese and crackers, having conversation.
Yeah, but they don't want your services.
That into, I mentor you.
No, they just want your advice from that time being.
But girlfriend to girlfriend.
As friends. Like they get, I'm sure, a lot of other friends in their lives advice. That doesn't mean that they're mentoring them.
She might have to relax on that because these girls is not feeling it. And it is making them uncomfortable.
That is a great word. Because I think for Mel, her reaction, I agree, it was hurtful. I would have been hurt if I was Nell. Like, the way that she reacted and laughed and, kind of belittled it in the moment, I think that it diminished Nell's accomplishments. And it obviously diminished her role at that time that Mel and Martell were really breaking up their family.
And I'm going to say this.
And I get that.
They may have actually been going to the Fletchers
on a regular basis
for counseling.
But I think too,
but you can't.
Even when you have couples groups, right, where you meet once a month or whatever, those are not mentors.
No, they're not.
That is
a
support system.
That's why I said they may have been going to the Fletchers for that counseling and advice.
It's not.
But it's not therapy.
And I think
and it's not mentorship.
She's confusing it.
And babe, you gotta get that together. Because I love you now. I do. And I know that in real life,
that girl,
she has a plethora of information.
Sure.
You are that auntie.
Sure.
You are that matriarch of this friendship.
Yeah, of course.
You are that girl.
Yeah, we respect you as that, but you're not my mentor though.
But it's your deliverance. You gotta relax on that.
And how are you communicating that you're my mentor in public on a camera, but you've never done and said that word in private to me?
And that's what I'm saying. I have had public situations with my clients. No one in that room would ever know that this is my client.
But also, do therapists go around saying, don't they have confidentiality?
Girl, I'm telling you.
Like, it just gets deeper and deeper.
I'm letting you know.
You don't go around saying, yeah, such and such was my client. Now, if the client wants to come out and say, this person
says it,
is my therapist or is my life coach or is my counselor or whatever, my mentor.
But
it doesn't go the other way around, though.
I would never.
He has to breach your contract. Again, there is no contract. Which again,
that
is why they're like, listen.
Stop talking about your mentor. Tish, like, I've been in your house. I ain't never been in your house. We had dinner outside.
I feel like I thought she was gonna get it the first time when it happened last season with Mel, but I think she got it.
Situation should have shut her down.
It should have shut it down, but I think now watching this back, she's gonna be like, okay, this is making This is making a fool out of me. I am no longer gonna mentor any other girls in the circle anymore.
And let me say this too, just in the defensive now, because again of me being in this position, it's not a hat you take off.
No.
So it's cool. It's not a hat you take off, but what you cannot do.
Yeah, it's almost like that motherly role. Just because I'm mothering,
take credit because I gave you some gems.
Or just because I'm mothering one of my children's friends doesn't mean I'm their mother.
Right. I can't take credit because I dropped some knowledge on you today. That's the part that those girls are like, hold on.
And then
nobody asks you, and it's making it an uncomfortable narrative. And I want her to get a grip on that because I do think that she does have so much knowledge and so many gems to drop them because she is experienced in life. I want her to be able to deliver that without it being
so grandiose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we got it. We know. You done taught us 2 seasons now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't say that no more.
Yeah. I agree.
You're a mentor. You're a life coach.
All that. Yeah. And we love that for you, Miss Nell. Now, speaking of Miss Nell, we're going to just have to go right into the previews for the next episode.
I can't wait. I'm so excited, Carlos.
Her son, this new guy.
Will, whoever Big Will is.
This guy named Will.
And I want to say, Will's been on the show before. And I think Will, and I think he's married, or maybe he's not married. I don't know, but I do know I've seen him on the show as one of the boys.
Before, and now.
But the way that snippet went off just now, I'm not sure. Is that the godson? They talking about Destiny?
So the snippet that we're referring to is the very end of the previews for next week's episode. And he's kind of, all at the table with all the boys. And he's kind of mentioning to Martell.
Like, hey, I know your girl, Ariane. What's up?
Like, bomb drop. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Baby, he dropped that teardrop and said, we're out.
And it just leads such a cliffhanger. It's like, okay, is Martell's girlfriend going to be on the show because she wants to confront this guy? Is she going to become a character? Is he going to become a character on this show? Or is this just like a one-time scene? We've not dealt with Destiny and her situation.
Is she going to have a situation?
Well, they're showing that they have a conversation, Nell's son, Lance, and Destiny.
But past that, are we going to have a situation?
No, I think that we're going to see next episode that they have a conversation and it gets squashed.
Okay, well, after that, are we going to have a situation for Destiny?
I think that Destiny enjoys being a friend of the show.
She doesn't have to be a main character. I don't think she's at a place where, no, that's probably not comfortable for her to be on every week. But can I know something else, though?
I think as a friend of the show, that is the perks of being a friend, is you don't have to disclose that much about your life.
You don't have to disclose anything. The only thing I know about you is that you have a business.
Well, what do you want to know? That's maybe a better question.
I ain't saying you got to expose your kid, but can I know that you're a mom? I ain't saying you got to expose. Well, we saw your dad, and you're saying you're helping you with your dad. Can I see that snip every now and then? Because he's on the show.
I think those storylines are a little lackluster too, which is why they pair. She gets paired with Martell because that is
he ain't on the show either.
Well, now they're two friend roles coming together to fulfill one cast member.
Okay, Carlos, I'll be patient. My bad.
I'm trying to defend them guys. I don't know.
I'm patient.
I'm literally like, I don't know either.
And I'm gonna be patient.
Well, and
maybe you're developing.
I don't want Destiny's storyline again, like we said on our first live, every season to be about being the guy's third wheel. It's
that's all we're getting, and now I'm asking for
the mistress.
I know that you have a business. I know that you are a magnificent mom. I know that you're a great daughter.
I think that those are not...
They're all subject.
Well, they're just not drama related. Lance is drama.
Always be with a dude that you can't have?
Last year with the producer marrying her dude is drama.
It's going to be... Well, no, you started off with a husband. So is it going to always be with a dude?
He was drama too. Well, maybe that's the life that she lives.
Listen, live your truth, girl. Who am I?
Like Carlos said, he's just following the reality. So
that's what I said. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me shut up. Girl, live your truth. Who am I? Because Destiny, baby, date to the date. That's your life. That's your business. So let me leave that alone. Anyway.
So I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I feel like maybe, you know, she will come in, squash things with Lance, and then, you know, start, I guess, her storyline of whatever this season's gonna be. I'm also seeing that she's not really, or who is she butting heads with currently? Is it Letitia? She's not really on the same wavelength as.
I never get to really see. Well, it's gonna be Nell a little bit, cause you know
it's gonna be Nell a little. It's gotta be Nell a little bit.
And I have an opinion on that already, but I'm gonna wait so I can see that conversation first.
Yeah, because we need to know some more information.
Yeah, before I comment on that.
Well, I don't know, but next episode looks really exciting.
Oh, it's gonna be bomb. Listen, Big Will in the house.
Why does she keep calling him Big Will?
Big Will is big. Big Will is tall. Did you see that dude?
Why you keep calling him Big Will? That is the funniest thing.
I just want to know. So, are you the godson?
Yeah. Who are you? Who are you correlating, or who are you related to on the cast? Which is why you're now on the cast.
And I cannot wait to hear what you know about Ariane, because we already know how Martell is. So Martell is at home doing his homework right now. That came on TV talking about my girl. Let's go.
And she wasn't your girl last season, but now all of a sudden you want to just claim her as though.
Listen, you moving out of Huntsville, y'all picking out houses and rings. He talking about it. If she act right.
Martell, no, if you act right.
I'm gonna get you on that later. If she act right.
This guy, I know we've already discussed Martell, but this guy really is just, it never seizes me, ever. Like, he just always comes with something to where I'm like, really?
Well, he just drags me back, because you're on that, if you be a good little girl, then daddy will buy you a ring.
And I'm never going to be
that. And I'm never going to be that. Excuse me, I'm a grown-ass woman. Now, what I can be is a good girlfriend, good wife, good mother, good, but a good little girl. Come sit on daddy's lap, be a good little girl.
That's actually very cringe,
demeaning.
And it gives me the ick.
It's
like,
demeaning,
honestly.
Like,
yeah, no. I mean,
but his whole persona of a woman makes me cringe. Because even when he was with Mel, get in the house, cook my dinner, service me, in between you running our businesses. Who you talking to, bro?
Yeah, it's
so his whole demeanor on how he deals with women.
It's just
makes
crazy.
My skin crawl.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And the fact you got girls, Jesus Christ, are you telling them that? I hope not. Well, we ain't got no worry, because Mel is that girl, so she gonna gather her girls, and they gonna be girls.
Mel need to be in a lot of therapy too, because she is just as broken.
Oh no, she's still broken in her. That's
what was. Let me say she was. I don't want to speak that on her currently, because we don't know.
We don't know. But the whole family, I think,
needs some healing.
The fact that she immediately, I feel like immediately,
yeah,
said, hey, me and mine,
yeah,
we're going to therapy.
Yeah, we need to get in some counseling ASAP for these babies.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
I feel like that's kind of it.
It is. So I guess we're coming to that part of the show where I just drop a little tidbit.
I love it.
Last week I talked about accountability. And I stand strong on accountability, because when you are accountable to yourself, man, how you deal with relationships and how you react and talk to people takes on a different perspective. So let me give you guys another one. We all have that little girl and little boy in us, even as adults. You never grow up fully from being a kid. That's why they say once an adult, twice a child, because it's still in us. We just do it at different age levels in our life. I want to just say to you, it's okay to protect yourself. It's okay to put on that badge of armor before you walk out that front door every day. I do it too. We all should do it, because you don't want to ever be so vulnerable, of course, when people are just stepping all over you and walking all over you. But be in the mind space to always know and be strong in your perspective, but also be welcoming to someone else's perspective. And I'm not saying that in the terms of necessarily necessarily the person you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying in moving in life, always be open to someone else's perspective.
I love that.
Yeah, that's my
I love
tidbit
that.
for today, because we meet people that we don't know, and it can be something as small as a person walked by you and bumped you. Well, did they bump you and knock your shoulder off? And so therefore, yeah, okay, now I feel some type of way. The armor is on and I'm ready to attack. Or is it, it's tight and crowded in here, I made a mistake and bumped you, and so you just be like, hey, no comment at all, because it's just not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm bringing that up because we talk about wearing masks and always having that tough exterior on all the time, and it's like you cannot walk through life like that. That's a very miserable life, because you're always in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a fight with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
even when you move on that level.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my tidbit for today, guys. Just try to move in life with always, I guess, considering the other person. We live in a tough world. You don't know what the person you just encountered just went through the second before you saw them.
It's true.
And your reaction could be detrimental to you or them.
Yep. I agree.
That's all I got.
Well, thank you so much for that, Gym Mom. That was fabulous.
Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm dropping something every week. And the reason why I do this, guys, is because that's how I think. I think weirdly like that. I'm always in my head about perspective and respect and treating people. And I'm at a stage in my life, guys, and I'm at an age in my life where life is important to live for me.
It is.
That's what I'm on. I'm on to living life.
Yes.
The least amount of drama. So I go up in my head and I try to come up with perspectives
Mm-hmm.
of how to make sure I'm just chilling, taking it easy, living life.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do it that way, things become a lot lighter.
I love that. Well, that should cover you guys for the rest of y'all's week. I hope that you guys enjoy this live.
We enjoy talking to you guys. I'm loving this, guys.
Me too.
And even with, it being taped and all that, I love just keeping it casual, kicking it with y'all.
Yeah, that's why we're literally just like on the couch. I'm sure you guys are probably.
You can see, like, we're not dressed, we're not made up. It's just, this is how we are today. We've been like this all day.
Yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this live, and we will see you next week.
Bye. Have a great week. Bye, guys.